Hey y'all, it's Neal from DevilDriver here. I'm going to run you through a little bit of my gear right now. Starting with the guitars. We got 3 out this run, all Dunable guitars. I got a couple R2s. My main one's this V they built for me. A lot of stuff going on with this one. Got inlay from my tech over there, Aaron Mercier. Does a lot of this stuff. Beautiful work, beautiful work. Besides that, I'm an EMG guy. I kind of switch between 85s and 60s in the bridge, but always 81, or sorry, in the neck, always 81 in the bridge. Besides that, pretty simple, just volume, 3-way switch. I think the main thing I like about Dunables, I've been with them for about a year. The main thing I like about them is they always feel like that one Gibson that's at the pawn shop you couldn't afford as a kid, or that one model they didn't quite make but you really wanted them to. Sasha makes them at Dunable, and that's what I was always searching for. I was a Gibson guy for a long time, but obviously they don't make vintage ones anymore. They make vintage inspired ones, but it's just not the same. So I went to Sasha, who I've known for years, and had him build me a couple, and this one and these two are results of that. Everything, you can do anything you want. Pretty much custom shop over there. But yeah. So this one, like this red one over here as well, this is all mahogany with an ebony fretboard. And this white one's my other main one. This one is a Carino body with maple neck and maple fretboard and painted it white. Just looks cool. String wise, I'm on SIT strings, and gauges are from low to, or I guess from the high strings to low string. I got 10, 13, 17, 32, 44, 56. Tuning, drop C, everything across the board for us. We use a couple different tunings in the studio, but live we just stay in drop C. Alright, so here, see it's a little dirty, I have to talk to Aaron about that, but this is kind of becoming my backup on this tour, the warm-up guitar, if you will. Like I was saying earlier, all mahogany, 60, 81 EMGs, same string set. It's a good one too. It's just for some reason or another it's taking the back run of this tour. I don't know why. Yeah, that's the other main. I'm really flipping between the V and this one right here. Every other shot I just switch back and forth. You see the knob capers happening to both me and Mike this tour. This one, yeah, like I said, Carino body, maple, all up here. I think this one's 85, 81. Yeah, this one's been like the main for a long time until I got this V. The V's so pretty, I gotta play it, Yeah, that's it with the guitars, really. All right, so here we are with the amp rig. Super simple. We're using Sennheiser wireless when we're going into my Kemper over here. Of course, shout out to Furman as well, powering us up. But with the Kemper, I'm really only using 5 presets in DevilDriver. They're mainly tones by a company called Deep Impact, another tone company called STL Tones. Primarily, they're all Soldano hot rods. I think we do one clean tone that I use a Vox AC30 profile for. I think there might be a Marshall modded 800 in there somewhere that I use too. I think it's hard to get away from that amp. Yeah, so I mainly just use the amp tones. I use effects every once in a while in here. But I found that I have specific likes about certain sounds, so the general delays that they have in here kind of don't cut it, so I kind of use other pedals for that, which we'll go see in a second. So I switched to the Kemper right when I joined this band, which has now been 2 years, so 2015. And the main reason was Mike was on an Axe Effects. He kind of was worried about me being just with bringing a tube monster into the whole effect when they're doing a lot of direct stuff. Before I was just playing Soldanos, and I don't know, I would have been the last guy to tell you, like 5 years ago, I'd be like, no way I'm doing this. But I fell in love immediately with Kemper, and I can't tell in the studio. I can't tell, compared to my Soldano and then my profiled Soldano, I can't tell. I know some people can, but maybe my ears are just dulled from playing too loud. So here's the remote for the Kemper. It's pretty user-friendly. Like I said, I had 5 main patches. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my main. Here's a lead patch. So clean, another clean, and then this is a duplicate of my rhythm, just in case I find myself over here more. I can just slam on that and get the same tone. Yeah, nothing really going out of the remote besides that, But as far as the effects chain, after the Sennheiser wireless, we go into this Maxon. I just recently hooked up with Maxon. They're kind enough to send this and this delay out. But I've always liked an amp tone with an overdrive at the end. A lot of people, it's nothing new. A lot of people tell you that, but I couldn't find the right one really. I'd always liked Rats. I've never been a tube screamer guy much. You have to play a couple of those clones, which I think this is a kind of derivative of, and they just really give that extra sparkle, especially when you're combining with the Soldano. For some reason, it just really kicks with that. So going through this is kind of my always on right now. Next in line, we've got this Catlin Bread. This is like a little fuzz distortion, I guess you'd call it. I really just kick that on for fun times or if I want it to get kind of crazy. See, after that, going into this Phase 95, it's just cheap workhorse MXR. Everybody's heard of them. I know it's a little newer offering in the Phase thing, but I like the options and having it be little. After that, going through the ISP Decimator, which everyone needs one if you're playing even with a little bit of gain. It not only does it gate, it also gives it it affects the tone in a super pleasant way, I think. So that's all what's direct, and then it goes into the amp. As far as in the effects loops, oh wait, no, we got this wah's in there too. Yeah, trusty old wah. So then in the effects loop, we're starting this little like a little through box. This is just in case I pick something up on the road that I want to add in. But it's nothing right there. That goes into this Maxon, great analog delay. I'm using it a lot for slide stuff, this guy. Then loops over to here, to this Alexander Pedals Radical delay. Alexander Pedals Matthew over there, he's my favorite pedal maker right now. Everything he's doing is genius. I've got like a quarter of my board are pedals that he either directly designed with Alexander or had help in designing. Everything he does is beautiful. And this delay can do anything I want. I could probably get away with just having this, but I gotta get into pedals so I can get a couple more. Then after that goes into another Alexander pedal, this Space Expander, got it on the spring setting. Just use it for light reverby if I need a little space in there. Then I've got a loop within the loop that's controlled by this guy that has these two together, both the Golden Summer, this is a reverb, and then this reflector chorus from Old Blood Noise out of Oklahoma, where my wife's from. These I use for just one specific part, but it's, like I said, I get real specific about effects. I can't really use just the general, chorus A, delay B. I can't really do that. And there's a specific sound we got on record with these two, so got to bring them out to replicate it. So if I had to just live with one of these many great pedals on here, it'd be really hard pressed to check. Like I'm super in love with this Maxon Overdrive Pro right now. It just gives me that extra. I feel like it helps the tone so much in a very subtle way, but you could tell if it was off. It's got to be either that or this delay, this Radical delay. One of the best delays on the market right now. I would feel a little naked if I didn't have both of those. So it's hard to choose just one. I'll pick those two. Hey guys, so yeah, it's Neal again. Thanks for checking out all my gear. Please come check us out on tour, DevilDriver.com. We got a Facebook. If you do Facebook, I don't, but the band does, of course. Yeah, if we haven't been in your city in the past month, we'll probably be able next month. So come on out. Bye.